Hello and welcome to 360 Sports and Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. It's a lovely Friday in the city of Abuja, and we've got a whole lot on the program this morning where we'll be taking around the world of sports and how it's happening in the camp of Team Nigeria, our preparation, what the sports ministry is doing for Team Nigeria, and how this team will fare. It's just we have 8 days to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and we are definitely looking at Team Nigeria, their preparation, and what have you. Like I said, the sports ministry also what they are putting in place to see that we have a good outing right there in Paris, France. On the show just yesterday, we looked at Team Nigeria also their preparation, and then in the evening show we looked at the Olympic Village that was officially opened yesterday, and we talked about that on this show. Nigerian athletes should not go there and be carried away, because when you talk about comfort, yes, that Olympic Village is one of the best I've seen so far in recent times, in recent Olympics. And I believe if our athletes go there, and every athlete coming from all over the world, they will actually love that Olympic Village, because when you talk about comfort, definitely the French are known for their architectural, as in the architectural expertise when it comes to comfort and what have you. So, and that is why, you know, the most beautiful city in the world is in France, and that is where the venue of the Olympic Games, that is Paris. So a lot will be going on. We'll be looking at Team Nigeria, their preparation, and what have you. And we'll start with the sports ministry on the show this morning. Just yesterday, right there at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, the minister actually had a media parley, and a whole lot went down the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. But the story this morning is the minister talking ahead of the games. Our aim is to surpass our previous best record, coming in from Senator John Owaneno, the Minister of Sports. Well, he's actually saying, yes, with everything in place, we want to do better than what we did at the Atlanta 1996 game in America, and also what we did at the Tokyo 2020 in Sydney, in Athens, that is Greece, 2004. A whole lot. Sydney 2000, Athens 2004, and then the Rio Olympics in Brazil, that's Rio de Janeiro 2016. We actually had boxing, Efiajagba getting far in boxing in Rio 2016. And want to surpass all of this record that we have set so far when it comes to the Olympics. Atlanta 1996 Olympics, it still remains one of the best Nigerian outing ever when it comes to Olympics events. You remember what happened in Atlanta 96, Nigeria winning football gold. That is the Super Eagles winning the football gold, becoming the first African country to win gold in football, men's football events. But this time around, we are looking at the Super Falcons, if they can equal that record, becoming the first African women's football team to win the gold in football event. All right, we have Abba Michael joining us on the show this morning. Abba Michael, welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. We are looking at, we continue to look at the Team Nigeria preparation, what the sports ministry is also doing. Just within the week, we saw that the Red House of Rep actually donated the sum of 100 million naira to support these athletes, and also the federal government is also supporting the team. And then, but this morning we are looking at where the sports minister is actually saying, yes, with the things on ground, with how far they have gone, we want to surpass previous record of all our Olympics outing.
Yes, I mean, it brought back great memories. Going down memory lane 28 years ago, precisely, Atlanta 96, the whole of Nigeria stayed glued to their television as we watched Chioma Ajunwa soar to a 7.12 meter distance to clinch the first African gold medal in the long jump event. I can't also forget the Atlanta 96 Olympics team in a hurry. I think in his sports history, that's Nigeria's greatest moment. And then, of course, we had the likes of Falilat Ogunkoya, who had the bronze medal in the 400 meters, and I'm certain Mary Onyali, who had a bronze medal in the 200 meters event. Now, if he is saying we want to surpass our previous best record, it means we need Esebrume to jump better than 7.17 meters. We also need our athletes to run the 200 meters and compete with the likes of Gabby Thomas, a certain Shakari, Richardson in the 100 meters, or Sherika Jackson rather. But we don't have those type of quality of athletes. How I wish Favor of Philly opted to run the 200 meters. I believe we would have had a chance because that's her best event. But in the 100 meters, I don't see her giving us a chance. And we had a formidable quartet back in Atlanta 96. I mean, when you look at Fatima Yusuf, Falilat Ogunkoya, I mean, we had Charity Okpara. These ladies competed, and even in the flats, in the individual events, they were quite competitive. And so if you are expecting us to surpass that, that means we'll have higher quality of athletes. But nevertheless, we must give credence and credit to Owan Eno, the minister. So far, I think the preparations have been quite encouraging. I just expect the athletes to give a good account of themselves. And of course, preferably, I think I want to favor the Super Falcons, who are those who have been selected for this event. I think they have a chance to come back with a medal.
Yes, they have a chance to come back with a medal. For Team Nigeria, the support they've been getting, let's take the ministry away right now, but because the ministry is doing all they can to see that these athletes are well taken care of. We are hearing that their bonuses, everything will be paid on time and what have you. But we still need, don't you think the team still need more support outside the government playing their own role? Because the government actually need to play their role because they are the first point of call. But don't you think the team still need more support outside the government, like I mentioned?
Yes, I mean, it's an opportunity for brands to showcase, their products. It's unfortunate that so many brands are exiting on exodus out of the country at the moment. I heard Unilever is leaving. Or we also heard rumors that Guinness is leaving. These are some of the franchises we expect, or even a Coca-Cola, to make some handsome donations to the athletes. I mean, if a Coca-Cola could pledge 100 million, a Unilever could pledge 100 million, you would see that the packages will be more fanciful and lofty. I mean, players need motivation. As a former athlete myself, I know what motivation can do to me. I give you an instance. For the Americans, if you win a gold medal, you're coming back home with $50,000 is waiting for you. But for Nigeria, all we hear is that a gold medal goes for $5,000, silver $3,000, bronze $2,000. I think that's not encouraging enough. You don't expect, a certain Kain Sola to squat with Noah Lyles when Noah Lyles is seeing $50,000 at the finish line. Kain Sola is stealing $5,000 at the finish line. You don't expect the performance to be apart. So I think we need more encouragement. The brands, the multinationals within should also extend support. The kudos, to the National Assembly for that handsome donation.
Okay, for that handsome donation, still talking about the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Now let's go straight to the D Tigress camp. They landed in France last night. And they are ready to, in Germany, I beg your pardon, they are ready to take on Germany friendly game, and then will take on Serbia and co before the Olympic Games start proper. We know that the D Tigress, they are the champions of Africa, the Afro Basket Champion 2023, and they qualified during the Paris 2024 Olympic Games qualifier in basketball in Belgium, but this time they land in Berlin, that is Germany, to continue their preparation for the Olympics.
Yes, we definitely, these are one of the teams we hold in high esteem. If there's any team we herald as Nigerians, as fans of sports, it's the D Tigress. They have given a very good account of themselves. I mean, Coach Rena Wakama is doing a fantastic job. I see this team as well constructed, well structured. The players all know their role. I love the harmony in the team. I think they'll be facing Serbia also, and perhaps Japan as part of the warm-ups before the Olympics.
Okay, but the captain, Sarah Goke, will not be there. Do you think the team, though the reasons, they according to information reaching us from the Nigerian Basketball Federation, the NBBF, they say for personal reasons, that's why she's not part of this team. But I think the team in general, we miss her services.
Okay, yes, it's definitely a big blow. So in basketball, when I was playing, they always tell us the next man up, the next man up. It doesn't matter if it's the best player that is out. They always tell you it's a 5-on-5 sports. It's a 12-man team, and so the next person should wake up and live up to the responsibility. That has always been our mantra. I mean, when it comes to the game of basketball. So I want the players to put that behind them, and the next player should just sit up and replace, so that the team can still have that formidable threat. They shouldn't rely.
Advice for the D Tigress. They will be playing some warm-up games against Japan, Serbia, and then Germany, where they just arrived last night in that country to continue their preparation before leaving for France. All of Team Nigeria are athletes. All of them are camping in Germany because of this. That place is actually, it has the same weather with France and is closer to France than any other country. But for the Super Falcons, they camped in Spain and we saw their warm-up game. And talking about that, let's go straight to the next story, and that will concern the Super Falcons, where Rasheedat Ajibade, the captain of the side and the coach, ran the war drum, praised him despite that 1-0 defeat in the hand of Canada. They played a friendly before leaving Spain for France. They landed yesterday night around 11 p.m. But despite that defeat, the coach and the captain actually praised the team with the glimpses. We talked about that on the show yesterday. We had a couple of chances. I believe the coach has seen those errors he's going to correct before they take on their first game, take on their counterpart in their first game. That is against Brazil. Michael.
Yes, I mean, if you compare their squabble with the Canadian team back at the last World Cup, you would see that even though we had a draw in the last encounter with them, I think it was just a defensive error by a certain Abiodun that led to that costly goal at the 8th minute. Thank God it's a friendly. But then let's look at the positives. It's been 15 games since the Super Falcons last lost a match. So that's a very big positive. It shows that we are goalkeeping wise, defensive wise, we're very disciplined. And compared to our last game with the Canadians, I think I saw more creativity in this team. They are beginning to, initiate a lot of creativity in the final third. And I think that's a positive. What I want the coach Waldron to focus on as they prepare for the Olympics proper is the finishing. Design, strategize a training that will enable the ladies furnish their finishing touches. That's very important because a single goal can change your fortune. And I think that is the only little lapse I see in this team. But top to bottom, all round, I think the Falcons are ready to go.
Yes, the Falcons are ready to go. Jennifer Chegeni in that particular game hit the woodwork 7 good times. If those misses has gone into the net, that would have been 7-1 against the Canadian team. That's to tell you, like Michael, you said, they have actually creativity wise, they just need to finish it up front, and I think that is where the problem lies a little bit. And before they take on Brazil, I believe Coach Randy Wardrum must have corrected 1 or 2 before their first game. We just have 8 days to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. So now let's come back home and talk MPFL this time around. Awards. August 31st is the date for the 2024-2025 season to kick off. But before then, awards will be given out. We've already seen Fidelis Ilechukwu winning the best coach of the season. But this time around, player of the season award is what we are looking at. We have Chijoke Oboma, Sani Suleiman, and Sadiq Ismaila of Remo Stars. Sani Suleiman of Aqua United, Chijoke Oboma, highest goal scorer of the league. All of these three players are vying for the coach of the season. We have other awards there. That event will be happening in Lagos today. We have the best coach, that's for the women. But Michael, I think the Nigerian Premier Football League has lived up to his billing in last season, and now we are seeing individual awards coming up.
Yes, I mean, kudos must be given to Elebele. We are becoming more refined when it comes to, I mean, packaging the product of the MPFL. It's becoming more attractive and television worthy. I love the fact that there was no bias, I mean, in the selection of the best players in various categories. And I want to believe that Umboma guy with the 17 goals, definitely a few years ago, that was an MPFL record. You can't score that many a goal and not be the favorite to win. I mean, for the other guy, he had 13 assists and he's a Super Eagles defender. Yeah, his chances are good. Internationally wise, he has visibility. But man, let's be honest, man. That Mboma deserves the best player. And for the best coach, I mean, we need no soothsayer to tell us that Fidelis Ilechukwu should be the overwhelming and favorites. And for the women coach of the year, I mean, I tend to fancy Niger Rattlers coach Olokere Bankole. I think for the fact that it's not been long, the team started or came to limelight. I want to really favor him because, I mean, we saw even their performances during the Presidential Cup. So then it's just an opinion, it's a personal opinion. Kudos to Coach Moses Adiku and, of course, White Ogbonda. They've done really well for Rivers Angels and Edo Queens, respectively. But then it is what it is. That's why it's subjected to votes. Let the winner take it all. I think they're all deserved winners.
Yes, they are all deserved. Now, White Ogbonda left Rivers Angels, but let's see what will happen. He is now with Bayelsa Queens, where he's also targeting a continental finish for Bayelsa Queens come next season. Moses Aduku won the league with the Edo Queens for the very first time. And then for Bankole Olowokere, a team that was just formed 5 years ago, Nigeria Rattlers of Abuja, also in there looking for that award. And they got to the Women's FA Cup final, but they lost to Rivers Angels, making Rivers Angels to winning that title for a record 9 times. Let's quickly enjoy some highlights of MPFL game, just one or two thereabout, and we will be right back. Yes, that was a game between Remo Stars of Ikene and Enugu Rangers, the champions of the Nigerian Premier Football League for last season. And it was a good game, 1-0. It ended in favor of the Flying Antelopes from Enugu State. All right, we will leave that. We will leave MPFL and quickly look at two transfers on the show this morning. We'll go straight to the EPL, where we know we have a lot of Nigerians playing their trade in English Premier United. McTominay, quickly, Michael, for McTominay, Manchester United they are still looking at, okay, should we allow him to go or allow him to stay? He has a 1 year left, 1 year contract left with Manchester United. If they don't sell right now, then he might just go for free come 2025, come next year.
Yes, I mean, no team wants to allow any player to go for free. Definitely, if I were McTominay, I would definitely opt for a Tottenham Hotspur, even though their trophyless woes continues unabated. It's unfortunate, despite the fact that they have a formidable team, a wonderful coach. I think the team is more organized. Of course, with due respect to the Fulham management, but you don't expect McTominay to pick Fulham ahead of the Tottenham. Tottenham are one of the teams that always play in Europe. Of course, when you see a team who is top 5, top 6, you would definitely want to be in the limelight. I definitely see, even when you talk about the financial powers, I believe Tottenham have the cutting edge when it comes to, the largesse to be able to bring big players. And then being a player from a Man United team, he's definitely not going to be that cheap. And so, but Fulham, they also have a very good team. They have been consistent in the Premier League, but it all depends on McTominay. The Fulham is actually a solid squad. From defense to midfield, especially, they have a very solid team. But then I think I would fancy him switching to Tottenham. There will be much better for him.
Okay, there will be much better for him. All right, before we go on the show, Arsenal, I will not allow you to react to this one. Arsenal ready to end pursuit of Crystal Palace defender Maguire, who was so fantastic for the Three Lions. They just concluded Euro 2024. Crystal Palace is asking for 70 million pounds, and Arsenal is not ready to pay that kind of money for Maguire. All right, that is where we will leave it on the show. Abba Makai, thanks for joining me on the show this morning. It's a good one having you on 360 Sports.
Thank you very much. You're always the best, Sports Senator.
All right, that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. Say thanks for watching.